Today I have probably my favorite configuration of the Sierra 1500. It's up there, maybe not my favorite, but definitely top 3 configurations. And I think part of the reason I like it is this is really designed for all the truck needs. So filling that gap in between your standard 1500 for tow ratings and going to, say, a gas HD would be this right here, and this is the max trailering. So this is still a 1500, so you still get lane keep assist, the little bit nicer comforts that come with the light duty pickup, but with that max trailering package, it does add a larger rear end with a different gear ratio, so helping tow those larger fiberglass boats, those smaller fifth wheel campers, different items that would maybe push a normal 1500 a little bit beyond where that transmission and rear end can handle, as well as the braking capabilities, but they definitely have the power to do so. And you don't have to sacrifice some of the comforts and jump up to that extra price tag of going to a heavy duty truck. This one also has, and this is kind of why it's my favorite configuration on top of the max trailering, this one is powered by our 3-liter diesel, which I have greatly enjoyed this engine, been very impressed with it for the many years, because you're getting essentially the same power and torque as the 6.2 motor, but what diesel is known for, you're getting that torque at a very lower, a much lower RPM rating, so it keeps it quieter as you're towing down the road. On top of it, when you're not towing, since that 3-liter is designed a little bit more towards the fuel economy versus our heavy-duty diesel, which is that 6.6, this one gets, close to 10 miles per gallon better than that 6.2. And when you're looking at a 6.2 having to run premium fuel, that cost to a diesel is not that drastically different. Now, if you still don't like the diesel, that 6.2 does have a slightly better tow rating in the max trailering package, so it is about I believe it is 500 pounds different. But max trailering package is on the SLT trim, so you get that nice chrome front and rear bumper, extra chrome detailing around the side. This is the first trim that comes standard with that multi-pro tailgate, which, if you're not familiar with that has been around for a number of years now. Really makes it easier, where it's basically the tailgate in a tailgate. So if you're loading items into the box, you don't have to be leaning over the full tailgate. On top of it, it does double as a load stop, or what most people like it for, drop it down, and right there's a step to get into the bed a lot easier. On top of it, this generation really put a lot of focus into the bed itself. So spray and bed liner in the SLT. Your lights are now kind of angled, so they shine further into the box. So if you do put some sort of topper over the top, it's not all shadows in the back, like where in the previous generation they had lights under the bed rails. So this part was illuminated, but the moment you put that topper on, you couldn't see anything back there. On top of it, you do have a 120 volt plug-in, so any sort of power tools or accessories that are needed from the box, you certainly have that. They weld in tow hooks into the corner, and each corner is rated for 500 pounds, so a 1,000-pound tow strap is not going to damage your box. And you'll see all of these nice little caps around there. You can get accessory hook points as well, so if the corners are not enough places for your ratchet straps, you do have extra accessory options there. How we order all of our max trailering, or at least how we try to order all of our max trailering for the lot, is in the standard box. So this is that 6.5 foot bed, on top of it being a crew cab. So you have plenty of space for family or cargo, or if you flip this portion up, it does come factory with a cargo divider underneath there, but if you take that out, it fits almost perfectly for a dog kennel. So if you are a hunter and want to put 2 kennels in here, it does have a lot of space for that. Second row is heated, and we do have vents in the back, so rear passengers are kept comfortable. You do have a couple USB outlets there, power sliding rear window. You do also have some seat back storage here, so ratchet straps, different items there. First aid. Max trailing, also, we order them with the larger tow haul mirrors. Not a standard feature, but generally an option that people want. So once again, taking that mirror from an HD truck, plopping it down to a 1500, You get those nice projection backup lights, so if you are backing into a camping spot, say late at night, and you want to see along the side of your truck, instead of just the white backup lights on the back of the truck, you do actually, when you put it in reverse, will illuminate the whole side of the truck. Now, if you are still at nighttime and you're focused on all of the lights around in the front, you do have 4 LEDs on both sides that would illuminate off to the side here, up front of your truck, to help widen that range of just the headlights. So once again, really focusing on a lot of usability of this truck, not only for driving down the road, but setting up campsite, hooking up trailers, different things like that. This one does also come with a surround view camera, so you can see the one up front hidden there. And a nice little touch on our pickups right here is a camera washer. So when you wash off the front windshield, it will also wash off that front camera. So if there are any bugs, grasshopper, salt, grimes, different things like that, that will wipe off right there. Jumping inside, SLT does open up where it is the leather interior, so SLTs will have that nice leather interior. If you get a bench configuration, it'll just have heated seats, but in the bucket it will be both heated and ventilated out front. Memory seats as well, with your power folding side mirrors, so if you are running through the car wash or parking in a tighter spot and need that extra space, just a push of the button pulls that in. Unlike our HDs though, however, if you do want to extend the mirrors, you do have to manually pull them out, versus on the HDs, you do have, in some trim levels, the options to power extend that. Bose speakers, so the really nicer speaker system in it. You do have all of your 4-wheel drive controls and mode control on this side, with all of your lights being in this stack. IntelliBeam headlights, so driving down the road, don't have to worry about managing your brights, because the truck will do that for you, watching traffic incoming. Same with adaptive cruise control. So if I get through the windows here, hit this little icon there, you can see the adaptive cruise icon pops up there. Just pressing and holding the cancel button will transition it back to regular cruise if you don't want it automatically slowing down to keep a distance. This 26 model does come with 8 years of OnStar Basics, so your Google Maps will stay updated for the next 8 years, and alongside with that, you do also have the ability to, if you are in an accident and the airbags go off, OnStar will be there to guide you through the crisis, as well as being able to remote start your truck anywhere you have that MyGMC app. Do have the trailer brake integrated up front, heated and ventilated seats, and then dual climate control. Plenty of technology in this truck as well, with your wireless charging and wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So yeah, a lot of features, a lot of comforts, and definitely focused on using this to actually use it as a truck purpose. And nice thing is, if you're seeing this video here in May and looking at purchasing a truck, you know, this month we do have a pretty nice trade assistance and down payment assistance. So that would bring it down to $62,649. And if you give up that down payment assistance and want more of, say, an incentivized rate, we do have that as well, with 0% for 36 months, and actually don't have to make your first payment until 130 days out. Or if you want, say, a longer term and still a great rate, they are running 2.9 for 72 months with the same thing, where you have a little bit of time to make that first payment. So instead of jumping right into making truck payments off the bat, use some of that extra funds, take a break from your current truck payment, get caught up in it bills, or say buy something fun for the beginning of the summer, or springtime, I guess, of where we're at. So if I can be of any help, my name is Marshall. I hope this information was helpful for you, and I am located at Schwann GMC, so feel free to reach out.